Are you feeling bored in Bloxburg? We've all been there. You've just placed the last part of your house, or you've just maxed out your favorite job, or you just think you've run out of things to do in the game. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you 11 things to do when you're bored in Bloxburg. So the first way to cure boredom in Bloxburg is to max out all your skills. This is sort of a hidden part of the game that not many people have done, so achieving it can feel really satisfying. As you can see, I've maxed out all of my skills all the way to level 10. And as you can see, once you've maxed out all your skills, you get all of these trophies. One for each skill. So not only is the actual maxing out of the skills fun, but you can actually achieve things from them in the game. For example, when you max out your cooking, you unlock every single item in the fridge. So rather than just being able to cook some fruit salad, you can now cook lobster, steak, and sushi rolls. And the same thing applies for music. If you max out your music skill, you unlock all of the songs on the piano, so you can show off to all your friends that you've maxed out your skills. Not only this, if you're looking for a bit of cheap money, you can actually sell the trophies and get $5,000 for each one. So 5,000 times 8 is $40,000 just for maxing out your skills. But if all of that hasn't persuaded you, I'd do it just to get the golden star next to each skill. The second way is to max out a job. Everybody wants to be level 50 in Bloxburg, but how many people are actually willing to put in the work? For example, I'm level 10 at Pizza Baker. If I was super bored in Bloxburg, I could dedicate a large amount of my time to maxing out this job, and that's exactly what I did for the delivery person job. As you can see, I'm level 50. It's a really fun way to use up your time, and it feels like you're working towards something so you don't get bored. The third way to cure boredom in Bloxburg is to start a whole new job entirely. As you can see, I have a couple of jobs down here which I've never started. For example, the mechanic. By starting a new job, it's a whole new world in Bloxburg you never would have discovered before, and I look beautiful in my jumpsuit. But the thing that stops you being bored is sort of figuring out how to work the new job. So for example here, you have to fix motorbikes. Oh no, I got his order wrong. But whatever job it is, if you've never done it before, it's a whole new experience. And it can honestly be so fun and re-spark your inspiration and motivation to work in Bloxburg. But I wouldn't recommend choosing the garage because this is too hard. But although hard, as you can see, there is so many things to do here. You can paint the motorbikes, you can fill them up with gas, or you can change the wheels. So for example, this guy wants some red paint on his moped. So with this job, you can spray the paint all over him and you get paid for it. So starting a new job is a really fun thing to do in Bloxburg. Now the next way is to log in every day and get your daily reward. Every day you get a daily reward that looks like this. If you're bored, then you can just log into Bloxburg and claim your free money. And after a while, you'll earn a lot of Bloxbucks too. This is a really quick method, but a good way to stop yourself from being bored. Now the next tip to stop yourself from being bored is go on a mission to earn all the trophies in Bloxburg. For example, all the visits trophies and the shell trophy, which is where we're heading right now. So the streak trophies are easy enough to get. You just have to log in every day and you get these trophies as well as a lot of money. But there's other hidden trophies in the game like the lightning trophy and the shell trophy. The lightning trophy is extremely rare, but the shell trophy is really simple to get. All you have to do is run into the river and go over to this part of the mountain. You then go underwater and wait there for about 5 minutes. And after a while, a seashell that looks like this will appear and you can take it and it will go straight into your inventory. Now the next thing to do when you're bored is to take part in Bloxburg's designated activities. Now what I mean by this is Bloxburg has actually set up a lot of things for you to do when you're bored. For example, you can go and take a ride on the Ferris wheel and take a view over the beautiful ocean. You can also go and fill your car up with some gas, just like this. You can take yourself to the furniture store and go and buy some new things for your house. Or my personal favorite, you can go to the nightclub and you can have a real party with yourself, guys. No, but I'm being serious. Although some of these things are boring, like the Ferris wheel, coming to the nightclub can actually be really fun. For example, you can order some drinks which you can't get in the fridge, like Bloxy Cola. And on the same note as that, if you're really bored in Bloxburg, you can go and take part in some role plays with people. And if you want, you can even customize your appearance to make yourself bigger or smaller. And then you can go and role play like this. And honestly, when you change your size in Bloxburg, it is a whole new world. Like, look how big everything looks. You can access cribs and smaller items, and it's just really fun going around as a tiny person. But you can do more than just family role plays. You can also do hospital role plays, for example, or cafe role plays, honestly anything you fancy. I am going to change back to normal size for the rest of this video, but now we've covered sort of the role play elements of the game, here are 4 things to do when you're bored that involve building. So let's say you're getting a little bit bored of your house, but you don't want to delete it because it took you ages and you love it. You could go into certain rooms and revamp them or change them. So for example, I have this random kitchen over here. If I decided one day, I actually don't want this, I'm bored and I want something to build, I could delete this kitchen and then I could switch it out for a laundry room, and I could start putting a bunch of laundry things in here. And as you can see guys, my building is amazing. But do you see what I mean? You can just go around changing things. You could even just change the chairs at your dining table, or you could go and redecorate your garden. And if you're really bored, then you can add a whole nother floor to your house. As you can see, I could easily add a 4th and a 5th floor to my house. And on the same note as that, you can also revamp your gardens by adding lots of different trees, and that will take up a lot of your time and really entertain you. And by the way, that is one of my personal favorites. I love going around and changing things in my house. The next thing you can do when you're bored is go through all your old plots and delete the ones that you don't need. And I bet that you will find so many with just random stuff on it that you never use. Now, not only will this give you more plots to build on, but it will actually give you quite a lot of money when you go through and bulldoze them all. So doing this is a win-win. And as you can see, after doing this, I cleared out so many plots. Look how many I have to build on now. So I highly recommend doing this because it's also just fun to go through and see all of your old builds. But if we go onto one of these empty plots now for the next tip, it is to build a completely new styled house. So for example, you guys know the style of my houses. They're often traditional. So if I was feeling bored, I could have a go at building a really modern house because that's something I've never done before. And trust me guys, this is such a good way to get rid of boredom because you get to use objects and items that you've never used before in the game, and you will find items that you didn't even know existed. And as you can see guys, I am very good at building modern houses, aren't I? But no, this is just to demonstrate the idea that using a new style can be really fun. Because if we actually go into something, for example, comfort, there is so many styles. If we look up modern, they have all of this for modern. If we look up traditional, they have these for traditional. If we look up contemporary, they have these for contemporary. And then if we go over into beds, they have exactly the same thing. They have a whole set of furniture for traditional. They have furniture for modern. They have furniture for contemporary. So if you're struggling with what style to do, just go and search through the build catalog and you will find a style that has everything in every section. And then my final tip is to make a commercial build. So as you can see behind me, I have this very simple little cafe, but these are honestly so fun, you guys. So not only is the actual building of it fun, but once you've built it, you can actually role play at it in any server that you like. And not only will you not be bored anymore, but you'll be making a bit of money on the side. But if you don't fancy building a cafe, then you can delete this. You can build something bigger like a hotel or a school, and you can do a huge role play there. So you can check people into rooms, and with the school you can make an assembly hall, different classes, a gym. The opportunities are literally endless with this, guys. But there we have it, guys. That was my 11 ways on how to stop yourself from being bored in Bloxburg. But anyway, I hope at least some of these ways helped you guys, and I'll see you all next time.